Hello and welcome. My name is Benjamin. In today's video, I would like to talk about the matrix. I'm sure you must have come across several videos on the internet, on YouTube, on even on Facebook, or Instagram, TikTok, talking about how to escape the matrix. And a lot of people have been fed information that they can escape the matrix, that the matrix is somewhere to escape from. I'm here to tell you that you can't escape the matrix. So in today's video, the title is You Can't Escape the Matrix. I don't care how much you try or how hard you try, you cannot escape the matrix. The matrix, as the Bible says, is the womb. In the book of Exodus chapter 13:12, Exodus 13:15, it's made clear that the matrix is a womb. In this this reality we are in now, we are living in the womb. The womb is called the matrix. So a child cannot escape the matrix unless cannot escape the womb, which is the matrix, unless it's born. So in the same way, you cannot escape this matrix unless you die. And since you don't want to die, so I don't really know where the idea comes from that you can escape the matrix. Everyone that says, that talks about escaping the matrix, what they are actually saying, if you listen to them, what they are saying is going higher in consciousness, being awake to reality and what is going on. So you knowing what is going on doesn't mean you have escaped the matrix. You cannot escape this matrix until you die. The womb is not a place to escape. It's a place for nourishment. It's a place for growth, a place for preparation. In the same manner, this reality is a place for nourishment, it's a place for growth, it's a place for preparation, because after you pass the exam you are going through in this life, then you can move on to the next life. You cannot go into the next life, which is a reality just like this one, until you pass the exam you are here to take. So you are here to find out who you are and what you are here for. Your ascension in consciousness is not an escape from the matrix. Everyone that talks about escaping the matrix is just talking about ascending in consciousness, being aware of what is going on, seeing reality for what it is. That is what they're calling escaping the matrix. You cannot escape the matrix. So all the people you have listened to in the past, they've told you this is what you need to do to escape the matrix. I'm sure in their mind they think they were telling you the truth, but in reality they were telling you lies. You cannot escape this matrix. The only way you can escape it is through death. Simple as that. You can only grow in consciousness. You can only grow in awareness. You can only grow spiritually. And no matter what level you get to, there's another million levels to ascend. So the fact you're ascending the ladder of consciousness, the ladder of spiritual growth, doesn't mean you have escaped the matrix. Although you might look at the people that are at the bottom and they might look primitive to you and you think you have escaped, but you have not escaped. The only way you can escape, again, I repeat, is through death. So what is the message of this video? This video is not a long one. It's simply to tell you that you cannot escape the matrix. You are here purposely. You enter this womb, this matrix, for nourishment, for growth, and for preparation for the next life you'll be going into. Nobody dies. Nobody dies. Like the Bible says, it is appointed unto man to die once after this judgment. That death is not like physical death. That death, in the translation, it means once this life ends, then the judgment, they judge you to see if you have passed the exam, because this is an examination center. This reality is an examination center. If you haven't passed, it's like your primary school. If you haven't passed your primary school, you cannot go to the secondary school. So the judgment that the Bible is talking about is to see if they examine your actions, what you came here for, to see if you have passed the exam. That's the judgment the Bible is talking about. If you haven't passed it, then you have to go back and retake the exam. That which we normally call as reincarnation. So you cannot escape the matrix. You are here purposely for the matrix, so that in this womb called the matrix will help you, will nourish you, it will help you grow, and it will prepare you for the next life if you pass the test. So all the obstacles you are come across, they are part of your training. All the difficulties you encounter, they are part of your training. All the things you are still trying to figure out, they are the things you came here for, to figure them out. That is what you are here for. So my advice to you is to try to understand the laws governing this universe. I have a book, if I could find it in a minute. Okay, I have this book called, I've read it a few times. It's called Working with the Law by Raymond Hollowell. This book will help you understand the laws governing this reality and how to work with it to experience a successful life. Because one of the reasons you are here is to actually understand what is written in this book, the laws governing this reality. Because once you understand the laws governing this reality, life becomes so much easy. Because most people you see going through all kinds of pain, all kinds of difficulties, they are going through those pains, those setbacks, those difficulties because they are ignorant of the law and they are working against the law. And by going through those difficulties, they can then figure out these laws. But you don't have to go through those difficulties to figure out the laws. You can just get a book like this or other books written about the laws of the universe and learn them and apply them to your life. And as you encounter difficulties and obstacles in your path, and you know how to approach them and how to come out on the other side more wiser, more knowledgeable, and with more growth, because that is what you are here for, to nourish your spirit, to grow, and to be prepared for the next life. So that is the message of this video. Stop trying to escape the matrix. I don't know if you can see the book. It's called Working with the Law. I don't know how much it is now on Amazon, but it's still, I think the last time I checked, it's still less than £10. So if you can get yourself a copy of this book, read it. It helps you understand the laws, some of the laws governing this reality, and how to apply them to your life. And it really makes a lot of difference if you apply the teachings in this book. Again, it's Working with the Law by Raymond Hollowell. So that is the message of today's video, is that you cannot escape the matrix. The matrix is a womb. You are already in the womb. You are here to grow. You are here for nourishment. You are here for growth. You are here for ascension, spiritual ascension. You are here to improve your awareness and to prepare you for the next life. And after you die, they will check, your file will be checked, your record will be checked. And if you have passed this test, then you move on to the next life. If you haven't, you have to come back again. You can't cheat the system. You've existed from the beginning of time and you will exist till the end of time. Everything you see has existed from the beginning of time. That's why you are called human being. You've always been. You've existed before you came to this reality, and you still exist after you leave this reality. So you cannot escape the matrix. You came here to grow inside the matrix. You enter into the matrix purposely to grow. So why can you escape something you came into deliberately to grow inside it? So that is the message of this video. If you like this kind of video, I would really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, or leave a comment. If nothing else, take care of yourself, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.